say goodbye to the traditional group stage games, and when I speak for myself, I think are going to win the champions.
More moments of brilliance and more of this last minute heroics we all love.
The Champions League. It's not just a tournament. It's football's grandest stage, where legends are born and history is written. With every goal, every save, every heartbeat. For decades, it has united the greatest clubs, the fiercest rivalries, and the most passionate fans. From the roar of Anfield, to the magic of the Bernabeu, to the cauldron of the Westfalenstadion. This competition has seen it all. Drama, glory, heartbreak. It's the pursuit of immortality, the dream of lifting that silver trophy, etched into the heart of every player, every supporter. Only the best survive here. The stories told on these hallowed pitches echo through time, becoming part of football's eternal soul. This is the Champions League, where football lives forever.
The Champions League is about to change, and it's going to be bigger and better than we have ever seen. Now, it is time for us to break down the new Champions League format that will absolutely revolutionize European football.
First up, let's talk numbers. The tournament is expanding from 32 teams to 36 teams, which means there's 4 more clubs that will have that shot at European glory.
Say goodbye to the traditional group stage games. We will no more see 8 groups of 4 teams, but we will have one big league table counting 36 different teams. And each of those teams will have to play 8 matches against 8 different opponents.
That's right. Each team will face off against a unique set of clubs, creating a dynamic and also unpredictable schedule. So, how do teams advance? The top 8 clubs in the league table will qualify automatically through to the knockout rounds. But the excitement doesn't stop there, because teams finishing between 9th through 24th will also face each other off in the playoff round to earn their spot in the knockouts.
This new playoffs system means even more do or die games, giving more clubs a chance of keeping their Champions League dream alive. And with this new format, every match counts. So what will this mean for the competition?
First of all, we have more matches, which means more drama, more moments of brilliance, and more of this last minute heroics we all love.
And with more games, we will have more opportunities for underdogs to rise up and challenge the giants of European football.
This setup increases the potential of bigger upsets, but also bigger surprises. Just imagine the thrill of seeing a smaller club make that deep run while defeating traditional powerhouses along the way.
But it's not all sunshine and celebrations, because more matches also means more player fatigue and potentially a lot of scheduling headaches. Clubs will need to manage their teams carefully to balance the demands of domestic leagues and this expanded European competition.
Of course, with more games comes more revenue, more TV rights, more ticket sales, and ultimately more money flowing into the competition. This means bigger financial rewards for the teams, helping them to grow and also compete on the highest levels.
So there you have it, a brand new format that promises more action, more unpredictability, and a whole new way of experiencing the Champions League. And now that we've explained the full new Champions League format, it is time for us to give our thoughts and takes on which clubs we think will benefit the most from this new format.
And to start off with the kings of the Champions League, Real Madrid. And they're probably the best team in the world right now, with the likes of Mbappe, Bellingham, Rodrigo, Vini, Valverde, and way more top players in one team. And that in combination with probably one of the best managers, Carlo Ancelotti, Real Madrid will always be a team to fight for the Champions League title.
Moving away now from the Spanish king in Real Madrid to 2 German princes with the likes of Borussia Dortmund and Bayern München. But let's start off with Borussia Dortmund, who in my opinion probably have the easiest fixture list in this Champions League, with the likes of Club Brugge, Dinamo Zagreb, Sturm Graz and Celtic. They should be easily going through in this campaign, and of course the fact that their fans are absolutely amazing in European games. That means that Borussia Dortmund will always be one step ahead. Now moving on to the other German prince, Bayern München, who in my opinion also have a fairly easy fixture list with only Barcelona and Paris Saint-Germain as two tough opponents, and of course with their amazing new attack with the likes of Olise, Gnabry, Kane, Musiala, they should be doing very well as well in this campaign.
So now it's time to talk underdog. And guys, we definitely want to talk about Aston Villa first, because any team with Unai Emery as manager should be considered as dark horse, especially because he loves the European Cup. He won the Europa League already 4 times. That's insane. And maybe now is the time that he goes on and wins the big one. Fixture wise, I mean, they had a pretty good draw with the likes of Club Brugge, Celtic, Young Boys that they should definitely beat quite easily. But it's gonna be very interesting to see how Aston Villa actually does and which competition they will prioritize, the Premier League or the Champions League.
Another team to keep your eyes open for is Sporting Club de Portugal, who have an insane team with of course their main talisman, Gyökeres, who is just scoring goals for fun. But next to him, the likes of Trincao, Gonçalves and Inacio are also people that you guys should be looking out for. Then, when we're looking at their fixtures, they only have 2 really tough games, with facing Arsenal and Manchester City in 2 of their 8 games. But now, the big question is, can Sporting replicate what they are doing in the league onto the biggest stage of Europe?
So, last but not least, we will talk about 3 teams that probably won't survive this Champions League run. We are talking about Slovan Bratislava, Club Brugge and Dinamo Zagreb. These teams will have a very hard time surviving their fixtures on the highest stage.
And the big reason for that is we just think the levels between their domestic league and the Champions League is going to be way too big. And of course, as Roc said already, their fixtures are just very hard. But of course guys, let's keep in mind that this is the Champions League, and with this new format, anything can happen.
So guys, in this video we have explained how the new Champions League format actually works and which teams will benefit the most in this new format.
But of course the biggest question of it all is, who do we think is going to win the Champions League this year? And when I speak for myself, I think Paris Saint-Germain are going to win the Champions League.
That is quite a shout, you know. I, to be honest, think the kings of the Champions League are gonna win it again, Real Madrid.
Let us know in the comments as well guys who you think is going to win the Champions League this season.
And guys, if you love this video, if you love the Champions League, you will also love the Premier League. And if you want to know if it's possible to visit 5 Premier League games within 72 hours, then make sure to check out the video right here. And with that, peace.